What is up, everyone? This is Fred over here from PlayerEssence.com, and I am back from E3, and the show was a blast. There was so many great things to talk about, so many different previews, so many different people I talked to. I got interviews, I got gameplay footage, I've got tons of stuff to go over, but today we're going to be talking about Star Fox Zero for the Wii U because I played a lot of that game and I shot a ton of footage which you guys will be seeing shortly. And I'll tell you something about Star Fox for Wii U. When I first saw the game at Nintendo's digital event, it did not impress me as far as visually. When I went and saw the game in person, obviously it looked a little bit better, but as far as graphics wise, just to get into the first part of the preview, it still looks like a basic Xbox 360 game. There's really nothing complex about the shapes or anything like that. Some of the enemies look a little bit shinier, but there's really no complex textures on this game. But the water physics do look pretty cool at the beginning. But other than that, there really isn't much going on visually with the game. Now, is it clean? Yes, it's very clean. Does it run smooth as far as the frame rate goes? Yes, from everything that I could play and tell that it runs great. But the highlight of Star Fox, as far as the demo goes, is the sound design. The sound design in this game is fantastic. You'll actually hear your different teammates call out to you on different sides as far as the speakers go relative to where they are. So if you have a surround sound setup or a nice pair of headsets, you should be in audio heaven as far as that goes. But the game overall, as far as getting into the gameplay, I think the game, it is a little bit rough. It is something that they're still working on. The two-screen mechanic does work well in some instances, and you don't necessarily have to use it all the time. It does give you a little bit of a better perspective because you do get the cockpit view when you look at the gamepad, and then when you see the TV, that's actually the view that you get when you're normally flying through. Now, there are some segments to where gamepad view is kind of required, or not required, but it's really helpful to do that, which they walked me through when I played the demo. But overall, I would say the controls are good, but they definitely need some fine tuning for the cockpit view and anything like that. But I will add that some of the stuff that they're doing with that view could be done with the Wii Remote and nunchucks. So that's something that I would hope that they could possibly add as far as adding in controls for Star Fox for Wii U, because I think that game would work very well with the Wii Remote and nunchuck, as well as working well with just a Pro controller. I think all the control schemes definitely need to be supported. But as far as the default control scheme, very nice. And the gamepad, as far as the detail on there, it's very good looking. It's not like it's just like a dinky looking first person view. It's actually nice and detailed, which I think is why the graphics take a little bit of a hit, which Miyamoto did talk about. As far as the controls go, just like what do you do to press what you want, ZR basically fires. You can use the right thumbstick to do a barrel roll and you can actually use it to boost forward just by pushing it up, or decrease just by pushing it back. You can combine that with another button to do a little a flip and all sorts of stuff. So there's actually a lot of cool stuff as far as the controls go. You have the charge beam, they have the double laser, and one of the cool new things about this game is actually transforming into the walker. Just by pressing the A button, you can transform right into a walker and start shooting people and running and stuff like that. So overall, I didn't really see the need to transform into the walker except for highly scripted events, and I guess not so much scripted, but really just like, hey, might be better if you transform into the walker, but you could easily shoot them down because you can transform at any point. So you don't necessarily need to transform into the walker, but it might be a little bit easier to get certain things done. But I think it's a cool mechanic, and if they fleshed it out more with different types of scenarios and actually making it to where there's sections to where you need to go through there, I think it would be good. The walker does control a little bit wonkier just because it's tied to like moving all around as far as your viewpoint to one thumbstick. It's not like a dual analog setup, so that does make it a little bit weird controlling it, but you do get used to it by the time you're done playing the demo. So overall, as far as my impressions of Star Fox, I'm positive on the game. I think the game plays really well. I think it runs well. There's just a little bit of deficiencies, and it looks like the game has only been in development for about a year's time. It looks like that type of title. Hopefully they can shore some things up, improve the graphics, get everything figured out. And I would really love for there to be co-op. Right now, they're not really talking about co-op, or they've already said no online multiplayer, but it could be added. But it would be really nice if they actually took a little bit more time and made this game a little bit bigger and better than what they're originally aiming for. But it will be tough considering the development cycle of this game. But overall, I had fun with Star Fox. I played it a lot. I think it's going to be a very good game, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it at future events, and of course when it launches probably this November here in North America, Europe, worldwide. Alright, so that basically wraps it up for my preview of Star Fox. If you did like this video, please hit that like button, as it lets me know you guys want more previews from different trade show events and such. And also subscribe if you're someone new, because right here on PlayerEssence, you're going to get a variety of videos on all things E3, as I'm back from the big show and I got plenty of content coming up for you guys. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys for the next video. Peace.